God. Tell me, just tell me how you live it, how you get it, how you live it, how you get it.
What's up, y'all? So we received a all-terrain folding electric bike to review. It has dual suspension.
What?
And when I say dual suspension, I don't mean just suspension on like the seat post. It has suspension in the front and suspension in the back of the bike frame. I normally don't get that in an electric bike. And usually the electric bikes that do have suspension in the front and the rear, they're usually really expensive. And speaking of the cost, this bike is currently listed at $949, but if you use my link and my coupon in the description below, you'll receive a discount. So I'm kind of interested to know, like, how would that be on a folding electric bike that's this size. This bike only weighs 59 pounds, but the maximum weight of the rider is 300 pounds. So the bike that we received is a JASION EB7. Again, this is an all-terrain bike that folds. It's advertised to go 26 miles per hour, and it's also advertised to be able to go 40 miles per charge. This bike has a 48 volt, 10 amp hour battery, and it has a 500 watt motor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox this, we're gonna put it together, then we're gonna go through all of the features and everything. And then because this is an all-terrain bike, we're gonna go do some off-road riding. But because this is a folding bike, we're gonna fold it up, put it in my car. We're probably gonna go on an outing, take the bike with us, and ride our bike around that neighborhood. Cause that's what I like about folding bikes, is being able to put them in your car. So are you ready to put this thing together?
Yeah, I hope honestly it's not like the other e-bikes, you know, where it took us like a bunch of time, a bunch of direction that we didn't understand, a bunch of tools we didn't have, we had to go to the store, pick some stuff up. I hope it's not like that.
So this is pretty much what the bike looks like when we took it out the box. Completely covered in wrap here. I guess they did that to make sure that things don't get damaged. Let's take this wrap off. Take the wrap off here. Looks like we're gonna have to put the front wheel on, the handlebar on. Okay, doesn't look like it comes with a rear rack, so this is pretty much what the bike looks like after we removed all of the wrapping. Looks like we will have to put the tire on, and this is a 20 by 3 all-terrain tire here. And I'm not used to all-terrain tires being this being only 3 inches wide, but I think that's a good thing because it makes it easier to put your bike in your car. We're gonna have to put the seat on, and this seat is pretty narrow, but it seems pretty comfortable. They did install the front fork here, thank God. I really don't like putting this on e-bike, so all we have to do is put the handlebar on here. Looks like we're gonna have to put the pedals on, but that's easy. So that's pretty much everything the bike came with, but it also came with a box. So let's see what's in the box. Okay, we have a smaller box. Pretty sure that's our battery charger. And that is to charge our 48 volt, 10 amp hour battery here, which is removable, but it's in the body right now, but we're going to remove it later. Our pedal, not sure what this is. Take that out the package for me. Looks like this is a light that you're going to put on your pole here. So this looks like our headlight. So I guess the other light was our rear light. Okay, got some tools to put some of these things together. We have our user's manual. Okay, pretty much what the instructions look like. They are in black and white. All right, so let's get started putting this bike together. So the first thing we're going to do is put this front wheel on. We're going to make sure that the disc brake here matches the disc brake in the rear here. Alright, so we put this headlight on. It does look like we're going to have to connect this headlight via wire here. Now, where we connected to, it's kind of hidden. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's there, it's amongst the rest of the wires here, but it's kind of hidden there. So we're gonna connect that together, and it goes in there a certain way, so you have to kind of really look. All right, we're now gonna put the handlebar on. We're gonna unfold the handlebar here. Come over here, there's a clamp. We're gonna close that clamp here. So we're gonna unscrew these here, and we're gonna put the handlebar on in this direction here, where my gears are on my right hand and everything else here is on my left hand. This red button, press and hold this red button here. Watch this. Alright, so this bike looks pretty aligned, but just to be sure, if you want to change the alignment or make sure the alignment is good, or make sure that the handlebar and the front fork is really tight, what you would do is you would loosen up these two screws here. So we're going to go ahead and loosen up these two screws just to make sure our alignment is good. I'm not going to loosen them all the way, just enough to be able to turn the handlebar. The alignment is good here, and then I'm going to tighten these screws back up here. Also, after I do my alignment, I will go in and make sure I tighten this up as well. Alright, so I'm going to use this big wrench here just to make sure this is tight. Again, all of this is pre-installed, I'm just kind of making sure. Alright, so we have pretty much put this bike together. It took us about 30 minutes total. First of all, look at the rear suspension. Look at that thing. I'm so happy to have that on a bike. I hardly ever get that. This bike does have disc brakes in the front and the rear here. And we also have adjustable suspension in the front here. So you can lock your suspension or you can open up your suspension. Give you all an idea how much suspension we have here. Get an idea of what the rear suspension looks like. The rear wheel has the 500 watt motor in it. Again, this bike does fold. See that? And our battery is right here. And we have some keys. So to fold the handlebar, here you're going to push that up. You're going to undo this clamp. And then the handlebar folds. Now you can charge this battery while the battery is in the bike, or you can take the battery out. Right now I'm going to show you how to take the battery out. This key, it came with a set of keys here. This bike came with a set of keys. There is a key lock on the bottom of the body here. So when I'm ready to take this battery out, I basically push this thing in. And I have to take the key out. Okay, so now I'll take the key out. Now that this is down, I can take the key out and I can take my battery out. My 48 volt, 10 amp hour battery, and I can charge it on the charger if I want to. Now to put this back in, just put this in here. Okay, now I'm gonna take my key, move the key to where this sticks out again. This basically prevents my battery from coming out while I'm riding. Okay, can't move anymore. So now I have the battery back in. So I'm gonna fold this bike back up now. To fold it up, you just put the clamp back here, fold my handlebar up here, put that clamp back on. Now if I want to, I can also charge the battery while it's in the bike itself. That's what this is here. I can put my battery charger in that hole. It looks like at the bottom of our LCD display we actually have a USB charger. It's pretty cool. From wheel to wheel, this bike is about 5 feet 7 inches long. So after putting everything together, I couldn't turn the LCD display on. And this is what I found out I had to do. So y'all remember me telling y'all about this key, right? And how you turn it and then that sticks this out so that your battery can come out, and usually you can take the key out there. But in order to turn the LCD display on, you have to turn the key one more time. So you're gonna go there it locks the battery, and then you're gonna turn it again. So apparently when you turn this key one more time, not only does it lock your battery in place, but now the bike can be turned on. So that means you have to keep the key at the bottom of your bike while you're riding.
What?
What do y'all think about that? See, so now I can turn on my LCD display. So now that we have the LCD display on, let's go through some of the things on the handlebar. First off, we do have 7 gears here for pedaling. You can change it like that. You got your brakes for your front and your rear brake there. This does have a twist throttle here. So you do that and you can go. Take it off the kickstand there. Whoa, shit. We do have one thing I don't get a whole lot with bikes, which is a horn. So here on the handlebar here, you have a horn here. And that's pretty loud horn. And you have a button here to turn your light on. So you press that button, that'll turn your headlight on there. If you want to change pedal assist modes, you're going to hit plus or minus here. That's what that's for. You see my pedal assist. This M button here on your panel here does give you some additional information here. So we click the M button once, and see it gives me my average miles per hour on my last trip or my current trip. The maximum miles per hour I've ridden looks like I have hit 28 miles per hour on this bike. Now, if you want some additional information, you can hit your power button, but you would have to hit it quick. If you press and hold the power button, it turns the bike off or on. But if you click it, you'll get some additional information. So I'm going to click the power button. And you see here, it gives me my time. So the time I've ridden on your current trip or on your previous trip. Click power button again. And it's going to give me my, look like that's my odometer. I'm going to click the power button again. Give me how much power I'm currently using. Now, of course, the bike is not moving at all right now, so power is 0. In order to go into advanced settings, you're going to click this M button twice and click it quickly twice. Okay, so now we're in our advanced settings. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I will go through some of them. This P1 if you want to change your backlight. So in order to change a setting, you're going to click M, and then you're going to press up or down. Okay, so I clicked M once and I went down. As you see, as I go up, my backlight goes up. So after you've given it the setting that you want, you're going to click M to save it, and then you can go into your next setting. To go to your next setting, you're going to press up or down here. So now we're in P2. P2 is our automatic shutdown. So how many minutes, click M here to change it. How many minutes are we going to have until this bike shuts down automatically? I'm going to keep it at 5, and I'm going to click M to save my 5, and then I'm going to click plus to go to the next setting. So P3 is my speed unit setting. 1 is miles per hour, 0 is kilometers. So P4 is pretty interesting. This is MT or AT. MT is manual, AT is automatic. And by default it's on 0, which is MT. So basically, if you're in manual, which is MT, then you decide your pedal assist mode by pressing up or minus. And based on what mode you set, that's going to calculate what pedal assist mode you're in. But if I change this to a 1, that'll make this automatic. What that means is you don't decide your pedal assist mode by using plus or minus. It'll calculate it for you based on how fast you're pedaling. I've never had that feature on a bike before. So at this screen, we can actually go into more advanced settings, but you have to put a password in order to do that. So to put your password in, you're going to click M, and by default the password is 1801. So we're going to go up and down to change our numbers. When we see a number we like, we're going to click M to go to the next number. We're going to go up to 8. Okay, press the M button again, then I'm going to click M again. Okay, now I'm in additional features. I'm not going to go through all of them, just a couple of them. So we're going to skip to A2, so press up here. This is my pedal assist mode. So right now I have 5 pedal assist modes. If I wanted to change that to maybe just have 3, I can click M and I could change that. So A3 is my speed limit setting, and this is the setting that I usually change to make sure we're going maximum speed. So I'm going to change this, and I think that's calculated in kilometers. So I'm going to click the M button, I'm going to click plus, see how fast it goes here. It goes all the way up to 52. I'm pretty sure that's 52 kilometers. So I'm going to save that. So I'm going to press M, to save my value, and that's it. That's all the settings I'm going to change so far. Double click the M button, and it takes you back to your main screen. So we're now going to charge the battery, make sure we have a fully charged battery. Then we're going to go outside and test out the different pedal assist modes. Alright, so our battery is 95 plus charged, so we're going to go ahead and try out the different modes, starting with mode 1. So we're going to start out with mode 1. I'm in mode 1 here. Let's see how fast we go on mode 1 here. $14, $15, okay, pretty easy to pedal on mode 1, not a struggle at all. So 15 miles per hour, 15, 16 miles per hour, mode 1. All right, we're now going to switch it to mode 2. Okay, we're in mode 2 now, and let's see how fast we go on mode 2 here. $18, $18 miles per hour, mode 2. All right, we're now going to switch it to mode 3. Mode 3, let's see how fast we go here. Mode 3. 21. 21. Looks like we're at 21 miles per hour. 21 miles per hour, mode 3. All right, we're now going to switch to mode 4 here. And I went up some gears to give me some more traction here. So let's try mode 4. Impressed by the speed so far. Mode 4. $23, $24. 24 miles per hour, mode 4. Decent brakes too. 24 miles per hour, mode 4. And now we're going to switch it to mode 5. All right, let's see how fast we go on mode 5 here. Oh, 26, 27, 28. Did I hit 28? Hold up. I'm on 5 here. Miles per hour. 28 miles per hour, mode 5. Okay, we're gonna go back on throttle only mode, so I'm gonna just use my throttle here, and I'm not gonna pedal. Let's see how fast we go on throttle only. So I'm not pedaling at all, just using my throttle. See how fast we go. Okay, 10, 19, 20. 20, 21 miles per hour, throttle only. Okay, so I guess the throttle is going to take you to 20 miles per hour, no matter what pedal assist mode you're in. So I was able to go 28 miles per hour max speed on mode 5. That's pretty impressive for such a small bike, you know what I mean? So what we're going to do now is we're going to fold this bike up, put it in the back seat of my car, and we're going to go on an outing, and then we're going to bike ride in whatever neighborhood we end up in. How tall are you?
6'2.5".
How much you weigh?
235 pounds.
It didn't feel slow?
No. This thing.
What? Really?
Got him!
Color display there?
The color display is easy to read, right in front of my face.
So what would you give this bike on a scale from 1 to 10?
JCI, I give you a 9.
9, hey! JCI got a 9. So time for us to do some point of view riding here. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. One of my favorite views in the neighborhood here. But I'm going to start out by testing out these all-terrain tires. Going to go through some gravel here. Let's see how the gravel works. Oh, and it's more rocky than usual today. See how this goes. Okay. Handling it pretty well. These tires there. Yeah. These are truly all-terrain tires, yo. Handling this gravel like a champ. Alright, so we're now going to try some off-roading. So we're not going that way. We're going that way. I'm on mode 4. Let's see how off-roading goes here. Okay. Oh yeah. Those tires grip the floor really well. Very nice. I don't feel any slipping on the tires. Oh, nice. The suspension makes this bike feel better than some of the bigger bikes that I got. Not bad for more narrow tires, narrow all-terrain tires. But you can tell the difference between all-terrain tires that are a little fatter. Not gonna lie, the bike is still comfortable, but you can tell the tire is a little narrow, so it handles everything good, but of course not as good as the fatter, wider all-terrain tires. And it's a little mud out here too, and it's taking everything with stride here. Not bad at all. JASION EB7. You're getting a lot for a bike that's under $1,000 and a bike that's under 60 pounds. What I really like about this bike is the dual suspension. It does make for a really smooth ride. I was surprised by the speed. I was able to hit 28 miles per hour briefly. That's pretty impressive for a bike that's this light and a bike that's this affordable. I love how portable this bike was. It was really easy for me to put in my back seat and ride around the neighborhood with it. Speaking of the battery life, I went on a 50-minute bike ride. In that 50 minutes, I went about 15 miles, and I had about 65% battery life left, and I was mainly riding on mode 3, even though I did throttle every now and then too. So what would you give this bike on a scale from 1 to 10 for the price? Any other e-bike that you want me to review, any other electric vehicle that you want me to review, comment below. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.